Alright guys, you're welcome back, and it's time to discuss local football, grassroots football. It's the CPM Grand Finale, the Cup in Okrika. If you've been monitoring our sports news, you notice that we have this football competition ongoing, the CPM Grassroots Football Tournament. The final comes up tomorrow in Okrika. We have the organizers, the chief sponsor, and a representative of the church, and of course the organizers of the CPM Cup in Okrika. Guys, happy Christmas and welcome to the show.
Yeah, we wish you the same.
Okay, it's a Christian CPM Cup, and let me ask you a question. Who's sponsoring this competition? That's the question our sponsors, our viewers. They've been asking us this question. Who's sponsoring the CPM Cup? Is it an individual? Is it the church? Tell us.
Yes, so the sponsors of the Cup is the CPM Church in Okrika. The second branch, Okrika branch 2, is sponsoring this competition. So that is it.
Okay, so let's come to the secretary of the competition. Why did the church decide to come into this football tournament? I mean, you know, churches are, yes, you do a lot of things in church, you pray, why football?
We see football as an avenue of getting people together. Like in evangelism, that kind of crowd we need. In fact, the aim of the competition is actually to evangelize, bring people to God. So we looked at it, and we looked around, we saw that football is one of the sports that's loved most. So we decided to use football as a means of evangelism to win souls for Christ.
Okay, now so let's come to the tournament proper. It's been about 3 weeks now, or thereabouts.
Yes.
So what the final? Tell us about the final. I know I was monitoring the story, Obobo and.
Yes, the final match will be played between Obobo, which is the host community, the church, CPM, Cricket Branch 2. It's in Obobo town. So they happen to reach the final of GCA's competition. They'll be meeting Cricket Town.
Cricket Town. So is it just for the CPM churches in Okrika, or other clubs who are not part of the CPM? Can they also participate?
Okay, the competition is not for the church, not for CPM church. It's for the different amas.
Okay, different communities.
Yes, the indigenous towns we have in Okrika as kingdoms. Like we have Ele, Ogu, Bolo, Isaka. Gbogbo is one of the ancient towns. Ibaka, Cricket Town.
So there was this time we had this Ibaka walking over PA Town. And what happened? Why didn't PA come out turn up in that competition, that particular game?
Yes, it was because of the traffic situation when they were coming at Akpajo area.
So you couldn't reschedule the match for Ibaka Town. Don't you think you're supposed to be like FIFA here?
Yes, they didn't tell us on time the problem they had. So after calling, it was much later they told us, around after 5, but it was because of traffic situation.
Okay, so unfortunately, so Ibaka is out where they got knocked out in that one because of the traffic situation. Chief sponsor, let's look your highest goal tournament. Tell us about this one. How much is it going on?
How much is what?
The highest goal tournament. The prizes for, because we have
the first prize.
Okay.
I believe this must be the first prize.
Yeah, that's the first prize.
And this one is for the
second prize.
Second, and this one is for the
best
player.
Best player.
Best player.
This is the third prize.
Third prize. So how much does each of this one? Because we know that there's prize money attached to this cup.
Exactly.
Yes. The first prize.
200,000 naira.
200,000. The second one.
150,000.
150,000. The third prize.
100,000.
And the highest goal scorer.
No prize to that for
no
now.
prize, just an award. Just an
award. Yes.
All right. Okay. Good. So do we have anybody from the River State FM monitoring this competition?
No, unfortunately not.
All right. Okay. So we just think that it's more like a Christian program, just to win souls for Christ, and nothing much, nothing too serious about.
Well, so we don't want to take it that way. The next edition, we're going to get in touch with the River State FA before we start.
Correct.
Yes.
So you had it from one of the organizers. From the next edition of the CPN Cup, you might have River State FA officials, you might be referees coming from the FA, and that will be a step higher because the standards will actually grow.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's correct. That's correct.
So let's come to the finals. It comes up tomorrow in Obobo. And because of the COVID-19, we might not have too many fans coming out there to watch the finals. But let's talk about these finals coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, the finals will be a very, very, very tough encounter between the Obobo team and the Cricket Town.
That the host, so they will have most of the fans behind them.
Yes. Then the two teams parade high caliber of players. Talking about beach soccer.
Beach soccer. Yes, I was going to ask you, is this tournament actually aimed for beach soccer? Because the surface It's more like it's beach soccer. Okay, so we can now call it beach soccer.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I was going to ask that question because it's like beach soccer here.
Yes,
you know,
beach
kind of. All right, so tell us. Okay, so tomorrow it's Bobo Town and
Cricket Town.
And Cricket Town. Cricket. Tell us what part of Okrika is Cricket?
Cricket Town.
Yes.
When you talk about the ancient clans, Cricket Town make up one of the 9 ancient clans in Okrika.
So they come out tomorrow, and so most of them will coming out to support their fans.
Yes.
For tomorrow's match.
Yes, sir. They'll be coming to support their fans.
Okay, so let me come to the chief sponsor. How long? This is the second edition of the tournament.
No, fourth.
Fourth.
Yeah.
Fourth. Okay. And so, are we going to begin to see expanding it? You know, because it's like an Okrika thing.
Yes.
For now,
well, so for now, the vision we carry is still for Okrika. But we're not blind. We don't want to block any possibilities. It's possible we could expound beyond that. But for now, it's just for Okrika.
All right. You have any message you want to pass out to the fans coming out to watch tomorrow's finals?
Yes, the message is that as they are coming, please they should behave properly. We know it's going to be a tense match between 2 rival kingdoms, but the aim of the competition is peace and unity. So please, we want everybody to be on their best behavior tomorrow.
Chief sponsor, you have any message you want to pass out to the fans coming out to watch tomorrow's final?
Yeah, so the message is very clear. The aim and purpose of the program is to win souls. So as they enjoy the program, we also want to let them know that they should understand the reason for the season, who is Jesus Christ. They should accept him and then move on with life as God has designed it.
Thank you very much, guys, for being on our show, this program. We still continue with the show. Let's go back to Italian football, and when we come back, we'll continue with our regular show as the program progresses.
Inter could go top tonight and lead Serie A over Christmas, while Hellas Verona start the game only 4 points outside the top 4. A win tonight would be their first over Inter for 28 years. Brozovic with the corner, falling at the feet of Hakimi, blasted wide of the post by